welcome to my new summer sessions, which I'm doing in conjunction with iGigs Acoustic. Together today we're joined by Dougie Burns and the Cadillacs, which we have Dougie himself and
a Cadillac.
And a Cadillac. So
Dave Macintosh.
Dave Macintosh. So welcome.
Hello.
I was wondering if you could tell people about your music.
Well, it's kind of with the full band. That's the thing we need to say, is that I have a full band of 6 musicians and a backing singer, in which we play rock and roll. But then I also play the same or similar tunes with a simplified version of that band. So we have Dave and I today, and sometimes I play with Dave and Cy, who's the guitarist. Sometimes with just Ali, the harmonica player, or combinations of the others, Callum on the bass, Leslie Graham on backing vocals, James Uni on saxophone. So it's a kind of rock and roll approach with the whole band, and a sort of singer-songwriter, acoustic-y, maybe a bit more bluesy with other members. So it's just my tunes presented in different ways, but it works, and so we quite enjoy doing it.
Cool. And would you give us a few songs today, and we'll maybe ask a wee question or two in between?
Yeah, I'm sure we could.
Just when you're ready.
No, so we'll just this first song is called Everything Went Wrong When I Was Blonde, and I wrote this after my daughter Sarah started coming home with her hair dyed different colours, and when she dyed her hair blonde, she crashed her car, and she was a bit upset about that, and she reckoned it was the colour of her hair that did it, and she said to me, "Well, Dad, everything went wrong when I was blonde," and I kind of took that idea as a title for a song and added to it, and so it became this tune. So, you ready, Dave?
Ready, let's go.
And we'll sort of, we'll play it.
You start.
Trouble here. Everybody just stopped and stared. Everything went wrong when I was gone. Yeah, everything went wrong when I was gone. Yeah, everything went wrong when everything went wrong when everything went wrong when I was gone. Blondes had more fun. I didn't get me none. The blondes had more fun. Ha!
Oh. No, that's absolutely fantastic. Everybody has their own reasons for why they're in music, but what would be your reasons why you play?
Well, now it's the only thing I do because I've retired from work, and so I enjoy it as a hobby before when I was working, and it's still a hobby, but yeah, I enjoy getting out and playing songs. I really enjoy playing my own songs, so I believe that writing your own material is important and playing your own material is important. When we play with a band and we play a couple of hours, we play very little covers, and I enjoy getting a reaction from people from something that I sat in my bedroom and wrote, or sat in my living room and wrote about things that I know about, which is sometimes daft wee things, but sometimes maybe a bit more serious. But yeah, I enjoy that. The other thing I enjoy is recording and recording things in the studio, putting them out and seeing if people elsewhere will like them. And there's nothing like the buzz of finding out that your record or your CD or whatever's been played on the radio in a different part of the world. And you know, over the last couple of years I've had word that my CDs have been played on the radio in America, Australia, across Europe, Germany, France, whatever. Recently a guy in Berlin has been playing my album regularly, playing tracks from my album regularly in Germany. And so that's a bit of a thrill to think that somebody in a different part of the world you've never met before is listening to your song.
Yeah.
So it is a hobby. It doesn't make any money. Certainly nothing the taxman's ever going to be worried about, because it probably costs more to get to gigs with a whole band than it does to actually make. So it's not for the money, but you know, it's nice to get paid sometimes, and it's nice to get some recognition, but it's a hobby and it's fun. We always have a laugh, the band and I.
You've got to have a laugh, haven't you?
We do. I mean, when Dave and I were together, just the two of us, we have a bit of a gig on. And it's the same with a bigger band. It's fun.
Yeah, no, brilliant. So, would you just like to play us another wee song now?
This song's called Lonely Heaven, and I wrote this song a few years ago. I wrote it. It's wanting to speaking to somebody that I know, a girl who lives on her own, and doesn't like living on her own. A really nice place, but just doesn't like staying on her own. More not so much having guests round, but being in the house at the end of the day when getting home to a dark place and having to switch the lights on and being the only person there. So again, wee things people say to me make me think about a song. So with Sarah and the blonde hair, and this lassie said, I was talking about how it must be nice to have a place like that, and she says, well, it's fine for you. You've got a family and that, but no one gives a shit if I come home. And I was like, oh right. So that was the kind of So they're in a nice place, and they've got nobody to share it with. So that was the idea behind this. And a couple of years after I wrote it and I'd recorded it, my mum died, and my dad said that he'd been listening to that song a lot because to him he loved our house, the family house where we all grew up, and him and mum had lived. But when she was gone, he was going home to this house on his Todd, and so this I spoke to him. So it's about being on your own. I don't really cope well with being on my own, but I don't have that problem at the moment. So there we go. So that's called Lonely Heaven.
Okay.
Are we shaking up now?
Shaking up. Ready? Rock.
Just shows you're in the country. There's the tractor starting up again. So with doing your acoustic nights at Velocity Cafe, you have a good selection of very talented local artists. But with you at the moment, what's new and noteworthy music for you?
Well, at the Velocity Cafe this week, I was doing it once a month for the last 3 or 4 years, and I host it rather than have an open mic. So I invite people to come along, and I think that's important for that night, because I like to have people that I like, because I enjoy the night and I'm presenting new music of mine. I've got my band coming now and again, or different members of the band, and so I like to have somebody new. And this month, on the 21st of June, is Ailsa Villegas is coming, and she lives in Aviemore, and she was on the scene a few years ago, and I saw her playing, and I thought she was very good, but she dropped out to have children, and she's trying to break herself back into playing music again now that her kids are slightly older. I've also got a guy called Wilson Noble, who I saw at Glachbeg playing, and I thought he was really good. And I don't know much about him other than I've invited him to come along, and he's playing, and I've noted that he's been playing in different places around the town, like McGregor's and other places where there are open mics. He's really very good, acoustic guitar, and a good singer. And lastly, on Thursday, a friend of mine, Rob Ellen, impresario and promoter, is coming back to the Highlands. He's been away for a while, and he's bringing a girl from Texas, and so her name's Carrington, and she's coming to sing. She's originally from New York. She now lives in Austin, Texas. She's touring the UK, and she's kind enough to come and give us a set on Thursday night. So I think she'll be playing in other parts of the Highlands, so it's worth looking out for. I've heard a few things of hers on YouTube, and she's really very good.
Yeah.
So that sort of thing, I like to go to open mics and see who I see. And if I like somebody, I invite them to come and do a set at Velocity Cafe. And it can be somebody that's too young to go to a pub, which is sometimes a difficulty for young folk who can't go into pubs and play. So I quite like getting them into Velocity Cafe. Being a cafe, there's no booze problem. And so they can come, their parents can bring them, they can bring their pals, they get to play live in front of an audience. And over the years, the Velocity Cafe audience has grown. We regularly have 40 to 50 people in that really small cafe, and so it works really well.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I was wondering if you would finish up with the last song list for the session.
Right, okay, we'll have a think. What we do? What song would you like to hear, Mark?
Well, I think if you're going to finish up, it has to be Driving in a Cadillac, isn't it?
Right.
It's your legendary finish up song.
Well, you'll need to do the answer back in the chorus then.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Join in.
I'll join in.
I mean,
I'll join with you.
like I said earlier, I really like the idea that a song that I've just written in my house is listened to by people around the world. And that sounds a bit pretentious, but it's true. I got I put the thing on YouTube, and I put it on and put the CD on Amazon and iTunes and Apple Music and Shazam and Deezer and whatever. I did all that, and I recently got a royalties check, and in the royalties letter, it said that the song had 4,500 plays around the world, which isn't a lot for a major band, but for me in my little world, 4,500 plays by people I've never met before is amazing. It's just amazing. And it is in America. They give you a breakdown of where it's in Australia and America. A radio station in Cairns in Australia plays it and whatever. So this song is it's what we finish the gig with, and it gets people joining in. And, it's become a wee thing in the Velocity Cafe that everybody joins in. And we played this in Loo at the music festival in Loo. We were invited to play in Cornwall on the south coast, and we played this to over 1,000 people, and they all joined in. So it's got a dead easy chorus, and it's about my holidays. It's called California Cadillac, and it's about holidays I took to America when I flew to Los Angeles and drove up to San Francisco and Napa Valley. And it's called California Cadillac, as I say, and the chorus, if people sing back driving in a Cadillac after I shout driving in a Cadillac, that'll be fine. So you're the audience of one, Mark, so in your best voice.
Never
Thank you.
Thanks very much for that, Dougie. It has to be one of the Forbes favourites anyway.
See.
So, but no, it's absolutely fantastic that you would come along and do this today. I was just wondering if you would give people a bit of a heads up on what your plans are for the rest of the year. I believe you're playing Bellodrum.
Yeah, well, first things, this Thursday, 21st of June, is the Velocity Cafe night at 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock in Stevens Bray in Inverness, the Velocity Cafe. Then Bellodrum, we're playing in Bellodrum on the Pot and Shed stage on the Thursday evening at 5:30, I think it is, or 5 o'clock. And then on the Friday, we're playing on the Grassroots stage, which is beside the Black Isle Brewery Bar. We're playing on Friday afternoon at 12:30 or 1:45, I can't remember, but 12:30 I think. After that, we have a few things. We have some gigs at the Brocky's Lodge, which is we are playing in Brocky's Lodge in August, not August, the end of September,
I think, yeah.
and then in November again, and before Christmas.
Yeah.
If anyone is in the Highlands and they want to come and see us at the beginning of September, we are playing a gig in Brora Golf Club,
Right.
of all places, and it's free entry. And Brora Golf Club, if no one's been there, it's a fantastic venue. It's really nice, and they've got a nice bar, and they do good food. So that's a place. And Ali and I played a couple of sets at Legends Bar in Forres, and we're playing there again at the end of September and sometime near Christmas. And he's also looking into us playing in Lossiemouth, so we're hoping to play at the Lossiemouth Festival, which is in the middle of July, and there's a bar in Lossiemouth that's just looking for us to play there. So these are the things that I know off the top of my head. Dave is looking into us getting a gig in Carbridge.
Carbridge, yes.
At what's
The
the
Cairn-
hotel?
Cairn
The Cairn Hotel.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get that gig. And let me think. One other festival we're playing, which is at Bogbane Farm, and that is the Volkswagen Owners Club Festival, which is called Dubfest. And that is on the same weekend as Thunder in the Glen, so that is the 24th of August or something like
That's
that.
right.
So we're playing there, and that's about us at the moment. That's in the books that I can remember.
Yep.
So that's it. Oh, one last thing. We're playing as the main band for Bob Bull's Glachbeg Acoustic Music Club. We're doing that on the 9th of October.
Cool.
So there's a few things coming up.
A busy couple of months ahead.
Yeah, and I mean, like I say, I do it as a hobby, and so if there's something that's interesting, then we'll go and do it. And if it's something that's for a charity, we've done that in the past as well. So we're open to invites to do things if somebody's got a spot for us.
Cool. Thank you very much for coming today, and that concludes the end of our first Summerhouse session.
It's very nice indeed.
Thank
Thanks for
you very
having us.
much.
Thank you.
Cheers now.
Thank you.